look to the sky, splash some gold, and check out that Soda Galaxy because it's your favorite podcast. Tap the arrow panel. This is number 46, and I am Demo, aka real name Omid Farvar, at Bromede on Twitter.
I am Dalton Runberg, aka Blue Chow, at Run Dalton Run on Twitter.
And I'm Roger Clark, at Roger Clark on Twitter.
So nice of both of you to join me here in the studio. How is it going, gentlemen?
It's going great. Hopefully we sound good.
Yeah.
Hopefully we sound good.
We're working on the audio situation.
We got new mics. New mics for a new game, guys.
Yeah.
What is that new game?
It is DDR A20, but blue version
Oh my god.
in the US.
They opened it up in Photoshop and changed the
Oh
hue,
my. Okay.
and it's so good.
You joke, but it actually it looks really good, and it's Roger and I got a chance to play together last night. It was super hype. Like,
great.
I don't know. It felt like I kept telling Kat, my girlfriend, all day that it just feels like Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't expect it to happen yesterday, and it was just really cool that, randomly, it's actually happening. We're finally getting Ace 2.0 on the cabinets that we actually like to play.
The white cabs, yeah.
Yeah.
Or out at round one at least. So it looks like Dave & Buster's is not going to get it for maybe a couple weeks, but the word is October, and it's almost October. So
Yep.
But
they are getting it, which is exciting.
Huh?
They are getting it, which is exciting.
Yeah. If you only live around a DNB, you only got a couple weeks to wait, hopefully.
Yeah.
I've heard the blue version be referred to as H2O because it sort of looks like water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Huh, it's kind of clever.
It really looks like space.
Some kind of hyperspace dimension.
Yeah, I
really.
get the blue equals water because we're all like whatever 80%. What was the number?
Water.
7. Yeah. So we're gonna see water in things that maybe don't look like water, like space. The other frontier.
I mean, whatever it is.
Those are the two frontiers of human exploration. Okay. Anyway.
And the third frontier, trying to miff some new songs on
Whatever it is,
on
there's
A20.
some sick dubstep in the background.
It's
Yeah.
really
The songs are good, and we got all the Japanese songs.
Yeah.
Somehow.
I
don't know how.
Except the light.
Except the light,
which
I thought
so good.
It's a good song.
I thought it was a Gold Cab exclusive
we have really no
for some reason.
Yeah.
no
it seems
good
random.
reason for why we don't have the light.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted it because it's
A good
really
song.
cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I guess that I have one reason to play the Gold Cap now.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, and also the Golden League events.
That's true.
And
Right.
stuff, which,
Oh my God, there's so many events going on.
Yeah. I mean, so I guess you guys got a chance to play on the Gold Cab or the White Cab A20.
Mhm.
I didn't yet.
You haven't played
I,
yet, yeah.
I timed it wrong. I played Monday, and then it came out Tuesday,
Yeah.
and I was like, ugh.
Well, like Roger said, there was really no announcement. There's no way of really knowing when these things happen other than just like you show up at the arcade or people on Discord or something or just like Twitter. They're just like, hey,
Something's
my
happening.
tech is like putting this thing in the machine. And you're like, tell us more.
Yeah, so it got shipped out as like dongles, like new USB drives.
Right.
Yeah.
That just get installed in the cabs, which is kind of interesting because the other ones were over the air updates. Like
Mhm.
all the other regions were all like over the air updates. Supposedly, apparently it's having to do with like the revenue share that like the US doesn't share money per game. They just kind of pay like a flat fee. So apparently that's kind of why like the US is kind of a different situation than the other regions.
It's still really just kind of hard to understand why they would even need hardware because software allows you to do whatever you want regardless.
Yeah, I think it may have been like a way of making them pay, like actually have to pay. I don't know if they had to pay for the upgrade. I think they did. I think round one had to like pay per
Yeah, that would explain
pay
it.
per
Just some kind of
machine.
like token
Yeah.
gesture. Be like, oh, here, pay us $4 billion.
Or whatever.
Or however much it costed.
Yeah, so pretty exciting regardless though. Does the timing feel any different?
Yeah, so we're going to get into that.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
I feel like I played mostly Ace 2.0 songs, so it's like hard to really say. I think if it feels any different, it might be a little bit earlier.
Maybe. I know,
it's almost like if it's any different timing wise compared to Ace, like overall, I think it's almost imperceptible.
Yeah. I think earlier is a good hunch. I think like we both have probably under 3 hours ish. So
Yeah.
I think it's too early to tell. But also, like, I remember a bunch of people talking about this on Twitter. Like, I think maybe it was Evil Dave or somebody who like brought it up, and you know, one of the best Korean players, Echospherics.
Yeah.
He mentioned that, like, no, I think it's just like you're adjusting to the new UI, which I also think
Or
is a
you're
very likely.
excited.
Yeah, you're excited.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it may be confirmation
Who
bias.
knows?
It's like
Yeah.
people
Who
just go,
knows?
oh, I got a good score,
Yeah.
so the timing must be different somehow. Yeah.
What's been interesting, I think, and we briefly talked about this, Roger, last night, is like being able to use speed mods on the new songs feels really good because lack of premium means we don't have the 0.25x on gold cabs. So that's been really cool. And also, I think like I think the juxtaposition of having the new songs on the white cab. Now I don't know what's happening, like software hardware wise. Like, are the early songs early on gold because of the gold machine, like the monitor, the
I
way the
think
lag
there's like
is,
some kind
or
of like quote global offset unquote
yeah,
to use a Stepmania
yeah.
term that may not apply.
Yeah. Maybe they're
Um,
just syncing A20 songs a little bit earlier
I think that
Who
than
knows?
it
Ace.
seems like most of the new songs over the past like year or two have been a little bit early.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, which I think is preferred because of the quote unquote global offset of white cabs of
Yeah.
Ace. So who knows if that's carrying over, like with the modern stepping being more early and then the like normal Ace offset being late.
There's
If
also
that's
a lot
gonna
of new songs which like
balance.
are cool, but maybe are not like the hardest things to actually do.
Mm-hmm.
And typically, like when good players play a song they've never played before, you know, there's like some extra oomph in there where you're just like your brain works better because you're sight reading or you're like
Mhm.
playing the song for the first time, and you get a score that you know might not have expected to be as good as it is, but maybe it was just because you're hyped to play
Yeah.
it.
There's probably some psychological factors there.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's very exciting. Yeah, as you mentioned, speed mods are a big thing. Like Max 360, trying to play on 1.5
Mhm.
is like pretty slow, and then like 2x is way too fast.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So like when I played on the gold cab, I played it with like a little bit. So I've been experimenting with like a little bit of sudden plus
Mhm.
at the bottom. For those songs that like fall like just under the
Yeah, that's
600 range, I just put like a couple taps, like on the gold cab, like a couple taps of
Yeah.
sudden plus to help a little bit.
That
But
song
yeah.
is so tax. Oh my god. I found out last night that I just literally can't do close to my best without caffeine.
Oh,
Because
really?
I can't play at night, and like I'm like the opposite of Chris.
You're just like
And
super tired.
oh my god, yeah, I like my first play on it on a gold cab, I got like 930. Okay, and then I played it last night, like feeling quote unquote warm, and then I just got like 870, and I was just
Yeah.
like exhausted. I like couldn't play after. I was just like I'm just like never playing 19s at 11:30 at night.
Yeah, I don't know how people do that. I mean, I guess
I
it's just
can't.
maybe if you conserve your energy all day and don't do anything at all, and then you can go to the arcade. But I don't know. I guess it's kind of random for me. Sometimes
Yeah.
at night I'm better. Sometimes in the morning I'm better. There's
Yeah.
really no rhyme or reason to it,
Yeah.
as far as I can tell.
Actually,
Crazy.
I have a higher score on Max 360 Challenge than I do on Chaos Terratech Challenge
Oh my god.
because I did not bother to learn it yet.
It's pretty tricky, and I think it's tricky because there's so many stops. They're all very predictable for the most part. Like if you know the song, I think you can, because it's like almost every time that there's like a weird little popping sound, there's a stop.
Yeah, I'm just
But
so
yeah,
like
it's-
my brain just automatically defaults to like hitting the arrows that show up on the screen.
Yeah.
So it's
I
like
mean,
it's
yeah.
I
very.
wonder why.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That
It's-
is how the game
It's
works.
hard for me to kind of adjust.
It's not easy by any means. It's just like if you know the song, it obviously is a huge help, right?
Yeah, for
Still
sure.
hard.
Um,
Still 17.
yeah. So hopefully I'll get to play that and play the blue A20 soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wonder what will happen to sort of the distribution between like players on machines. Like if
Mhm.
people have been playing A20 on just the gold cabs, like I wonder if like gold cabs will lose some play now. It seems like
Mm-hmm.
unless people are like grinding for gold, Golden League songs.
Yeah, I wonder. Like, I never participated in the Golden League. And I'm just going to be honest here, because normally I shill for Konami on every episode, but I don't like the gold cabs, and I have, like, even though there's been stuff coming out, like, on Golden League and stuff, I'm like, you know what? I can't bring myself to press a button and then not get a marvelous, like, and that's what happens with me on the gold caps. I press the button and it just gives me a miss, and I'm like, well, this is not the game that I like, so I'm going to go over to this other one, which will give me a good score instead.
Which I do like.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you played it on the gold cap at Hayward.
It's a little bit better.
I have not had any issues with it.
Yeah, I mean, I've had the issue of I can't really read the speed mods very well, and it just feels wrong to me.
I think it's a personal thing. I think, you don't. I don't know. I feel
there's a learning curve to it for sure, and like if you don't want to like get over that curve, now you don't have to.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I feel like if you put the two in front of me, like I'm gonna pick the white cap 100% of the time, but at the same time, it's like it's just another challenge, and it's like I know you play DDR for a limited amount of time every week versus it's like definitely my main hobby. So
yeah,
if you're not gonna be at the arcade a lot of hours, then there's no point in like trying to like maximize
it's
that
tough.
for like
it's
gold
one of those
cap.
things where like I'm pretty sure that playing on the gold cabs is gonna make you better because you have to figure out how to hit the arrows and
hit the up arrow
correctly.
Asterisk.
Yeah, the up arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, naturally, having B2O or whatever H2O, whatever the hell we're gonna call it, in America has some downstream effects. So we get to use it with premium mode. So we get extra stage, and like we've been talking about the mods, we also have two really, really sick songs available as the extra stage, which is now acquired a bit differently. You actually don't have a persistent heat meter.
Yeah.
You have to earn the 9 dots, 9 bulbs every session, which really sucks. It's pretty tax. It usually means that you have to play on life 4 and then pass each song. So you have to acquire 3 if you're playing on solo for each song, which is how you earn it. But yeah, Orca, Splash Gold, those are the songs you get to play on extra stage. Have you...
Both pretty cool.
Yeah, do you both know them?
I don't know either of them. I mean, I watched the
They're
videos a lot when they first came out.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'll get around to learning this at some point.
Yeah, and then like all of a sudden it's here, and we're like, oh crap, I don't know it yet.
Yeah, there's like 9,000 songs I don't know.
Yeah, I listened to Orca, the YouTube video with the assist tick. I listened to it for about like 2 hours on repeat today.
God. I should do that.
Just to try and like subliminally like implant it into my brain, but I don't know how effective that will be. I think I might actually need to watch and play the chart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, some people apparently can like learn songs like that just by like watching them on YouTube or like listening to.
Yeah, I guess you gotta kind of like
if even
tap your leg.
But like even if you're like tapping out on like to the YouTube thing, like I still feel like it's not the same as like Stepmania, like having the actual like feedback of like what you're doing and like if you actually mess up or not.
It's hard to say. I mean, I know Ben Madsen says that playing Stepmania to him is less effective than watching the YouTube videos and like tapping on a desk, because with Stepmania you start to care about the timing.
I totally agree with Ben there.
And like you don't pay attention quite as much to, oh, my foot's supposed to go here or whatever. But I'm kind of in the same boat as you, Dalton, where I don't really. It's hard for me to stay engaged with the YouTube videos, so I have to have like, oh, I'm getting a marvelous here.
Well, I think mainly what I'm talking about is like for stops and BPM changes, that like it helps me so much to like actually have that feedback of like,
get a miss,
like, am I hitting this correctly? Because if I'm just like tapping on to YouTube, like I don't know if I actually timed something correct or not. I don't know.
I want to yes and I think these are both good ideas, and I'm gonna add a third one, which is play the song either on Stepmania or on your like feet if you have access to a cab with a C mod, because that is like, in my opinion, like the creme de la creme, because then you just build the muscle memory and you feel confident, which like I think DDR is like mostly mental actually after a certain point of like skill. So like basically it gives you that like kind of safe feeling that like you can do it because you see yourself do it. You get that tri-star on if you have it in custom ITG or whatever, and it just feels good, and then you're like, cool, I just have to do this on an X mod. And you do it, and it feels great.
That's a good process. Yeah.
But yeah, do I think all those? I think they all work.
Stepmania and stuff.
Yeah, YouTube, Stepmania, tap on your desk, tap on the arrows.
There's so many new songs, and there's like the events going on where it's like this complicated situation where you have to figure out how to unlock this stuff by playing other BEMANI games.
Yeah. Well, so before we get to that, I mean,
Okay.
I think. You mentioned that there's a lot of new songs, so like something that's come up is like, oh, how do we deal with this in tournaments? Like tournaments coming up, and like
it's a good question
for Life 4. So right now for Life 4, A20 stuff will count towards your requirements, but the requirements have not like changed at all. Like the number, like if before you needed 50, 14 PFCs, you still need that, and any A20 stuff will count towards that. But at some point, those requirements will be adjusted a little bit. But yeah, for tournaments, there's the question of like, how long do you wait to incorporate these new songs in like tournament play? Like how long, especially the ones that take a while to grind, like yes, the challenge charts and stuff. Like
I'd say immediately.
You think?
Yeah.
I still haven't unlocked Max 360 challenge.
Sorry,
I don't have it either.
Sorry, the unlocks should all stay out. Sorry. But I think that like everything in A20 should be fair game. Like anything that if you just tap a fresh EMU's card to the game, what's available there, I think should be fair game.
That's my first inclination too.
I don't think there's really any tournaments coming up super soon that this would be an issue for. I think like everything's like a month or more out, so it should give people.
Frenzo Frizzy 4 is coming up soon.
November, I believe.
But I'm assuming Dave and Buster's will have Ace 2-0 by then.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I say that.
Yeah, maybe.
Hopefully.
Maybe. For sure, maybe.
Yeah, it's interesting because especially with the events that we're going to be talking about here in a second, where you have to do things outside of DDR to unlock these songs.
I mean, you don't have to.
Well, you don't have to. I mean, you don't have to. There's like other ways to unlock them,
yeah.
But you have to do something to unlock them, and not everyone is going to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you do, right? Like, do you just do what Omid says and just use only the default songs? What about songs that get unlocked like Orca and Splash Gold? Eventually, they'll get unlocked for normal play, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
so.
Yeah, a safe workaround could just be like the players who are doing the card draw. Basically, the TO says that every song in the current game is allowed, and then the players who are in the card draw, if one player has a song unlocked, then they need to say that they do, and then that set stays because the two players can then it's like a valid set that can be played. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe.
And then it's just like how Ace was in the beginning, right? Or after every event that we had, which is like if you weren't playing, this is I'm throwing shade at myself here. If you're not keeping up, then you're going to be behind.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking of like games like Smash, where it's like a new character comes out, and like you can immediately play that new character in tournaments if you wanted. I mean, it's a little bit different because you don't have to like go through a bunch of crap to like unlock stuff, and there's not like limited time unlocks. Kind of like supposedly with this new crossover event that if you don't unlock them by the end of the tournament, like you just don't unlock them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll get added later, but who knows?
Yeah, in like the next version.
Yeah, 3 years from now. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just kind of an interesting thing to talk about. But yeah, speaking of this event. We mentioned it last time, but we were recording like literally as it was kind of kicking off, so we weren't totally sure of how it works. But sort of as we said last time, it's the Ichika War event. So each of the music games, the BEMANI games, has sort of a representative song. DDR's is the Technorch song, the least tri-perfect number. But yeah, in order to unlock the songs, you have to play rounds of whatever game you want, whatever of the participating BEMANI games, and you get basically 10 like voting tickets per game or per play.
Each like game that you play, or is it each song?
Each credit. No, it's each credit.
Each credit.
Yep.
You get 10 tickets.
And what games is that? So that's like 2DX.
It is DDR Dance Rush, 2DX, Sound Voltex, Gitadora are basically the ones that we have available at most round ones. I don't know if round ones even have like the newest version of Poppin' or not.
I don't think so.
But Poppin', U-Beat, and Nostalgia are also in there as well. So yeah, you get 20 bonus tickets for your first play of each of those games. So if you want like an easy 150 tickets at least, you just play each of those 5 games like once. Just go play a round of Sound Voltex, like you don't even have to pass anything. So you'll get basically like 150 tickets because you get the 10 for playing and then 20 for your first play of each of the games. And then there's like a daily bonus too, where I think your first play of any game, you get 10 bonus tickets.
Yep.
I don't know if you can do that on if it's 10 tickets for each game you play.
Yeah.
Daily bonus, is it?
Yeah.
I should do that. Yeah. So then to unlock the songs, you have to spend you have to vote. Go on the EMU's website. The A20 website, find this event page thing. There's a voting page. You have to put 100 votes into each of the songs from the different, from the other games, basically. You automatically have the DDR1 unlocked.
Well, you have so for each of the games that you play, you will have that associated song unlocked. So for example, if you go play 2DX, you're going to have Trill off G ready to play when you log into the game. So.
Yeah, but this is
yeah.
a podcast about DDR.
Yeah, totally. So just letting you know, if you are interested in checking out these other games, like you'll be able to play, whatever.
The representative song from each, yeah. And then there's like a final song that you have to put 400 total votes into one game.
And by final song, you mean the last song
of
these that you haven't unlocked yet?
Of this event, yeah.
Which you probably want to put in DDR, I guess.
Well, not necessarily, because you may not have put any tickets into DDR initially.
Oh, true.
Because you already had it unlocked.
Yeah, true.
And we already hit the bonuses that this whole voting thing was about. Quick note though, you can also play the Mahjong. The Konami Mahjong game online, which you have to pay for, I guess, using Pacelli. But you can play, if you can't make it to the arcade.
That's so amazing.
If you can't make it to the arcade, you can sit there and play this Mahjong game at home.
Apparently, you can just start it and,
let it finish.
Let it run, and, you can lose money, and then you can just spend, $50 to get everything, which seems kind of ridiculous, but...
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to, be playing at the arcade anyway, but if for whatever reason you can't go to the arcade during this event, I forgot to look up when it ends actually. But
so it says 100 tickets for each song, and you get 10 tickets from playing one game.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to play 10 games of each game.
No, I mean
you actually get 12 votes per premium play A20 game.
Oh, is it premium?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was different.
I just discovered that yesterday.
Gotcha.
Actually.
Or do all of the tickets compound together?
They do.
Yeah.
So you only have to play each game one time.
You don't even have to.
Okay. So
you just get bonus tickets.
Yeah,
so
you
really just
you can play 100. You can play 110 sets of DDR in a day and get enough tickets to unlock everything.
If you do premium play on A20 that we now have, that we now can do, it's a little bit less.
90 or whatever. Yeah.
I don't know if I can play 90 games in one day.
Yeah. But anyway, you can also get the daily bonuses.
I kind of understand this now. I'm honestly glad that I came into this unprepared, where I didn't know the details, so I could have you guys explain this to me.
Yes. It is very confusing.
I'm just like a listener.
So anyway,
yeah, the songs.
The bonuses that we got.
Oh, the bonuses that we got are really sick. We got a basically the first one, which was. Do you remember the tiers? Were they every quarter million? Is that what it was?
I think so. 1, 2, 3,
every
4,
quarter million.
4.
Votes.
Yeah. Must have been.
Yeah, the first one was the text read something like, "We will select and record songs related to Halloween from the BEMANI series." So probably gonna mean crossover songs that are Halloween related, which is pretty cool.
Or maybe new remixes or something, or whole new songs. Who knows?
Hell yeah! And I feel like the next 3 are all things that I Am Chris for Life asked for, which are first more challenge charts for old songs. Next is Policy Break to DDR, which is Sound Voltex crossover
What
songs.
does that mean?
I don't know totally because I don't play Sound Voltex, but it's some event within Sound Voltex. So this happened before, I believe, with or it's kind of like the floor infection thing.
Strobe Girl, Second Spring Storm.
Yeah, those other songs that cross over into DDR. So I think it's like some sort of Sound Voltex crossover, basically. So maybe we'll be seeing some Sound Voltex songs cross into DDR. And then the big one, which we talked about before.
Oh my God. They're going to do their best to revive edit mode.
I used Google Translate to translate the page, and it literally translated as, "I will do my best to revive edit." Which I thought was cute.
Could you just, in the words of Yoda, just do instead of
There's
doing
no try.
not or trying?
Yeah.
So
that's exciting.
Cool.
Just tons new content, y'all.
Yeah.
The songs are all really good. We already talked about the DDR one briefly. It's the smallest tri-perfect number. It's really crazy DJ Technorch song. Technorch.
Yeah.
And it's 888 Part 2.
Basically.
I think it's cooler than 888.
Yeah, it is very fun. I really like
really
it.
Hype. It's
yeah,
super hype.
I don't know. I've played it a lot. It's probably almost definitely my most played A20 song now.
Really?
I played it 9 times in a row the other night.
That was me with the nostalgia one.
Yeah. Normal man here.
Normal man here playing a 17 9 times in a row on the gold cab. I suggest sudden plussing the entire song, and then there's a very, very long break on the hold right at the end, before the last 440 section.
Like 20 notes.
Yeah, which on the gold cab, I'm not a tall man. I am 5'9". It is a stretch.
It's really far away.
Because it's a right arrow hold on a stop, and then you have to reach and hit the button to turn Sun Plus off. And there was a number of times where I dropped. You have to keep tapping the hold as you're reaching so that you can hit the button.
Well, now you can just do it on the white cab.
Yeah, which is also very far.
But it's way easier.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I really like that song.
That's a cool one.
Then from last week, we talked to Akira Complex, and he had mentioned, again, this was all as the event was happening. We didn't know what was going on. He mentioned that Black Jackal had crossed over into nostalgia, I think, but we didn't know that all of these songs were crossing over into all of the other games. Right. So Black Jackal is also in DDR.
Yeah, it's a really cool chart.
Yeah,
it's nice
cool
and
chart.
Fun.
It's
one of the best songs in DDR history, I think.
It's a good 15.
Such a cool song.
How about the 2DX song?
The 2DX song is really fun. It's a DJ Taka song. It's called I have no idea if this is being pronounced correctly, but Trill Auf G. It's a kind of how DJ Taka does, kind of the classical type of period music with 2DX sounding music, and he combines those really well, and it's just
Somebody described
really streamy.
Somebody described it as DJ Taka is also here.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's perfect. Yeah, literally exactly what
it's like Vioni Part 2.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
There's another Part 2.
I haven't got to play this one yet.
Except it's actually hard. Unlike well, I guess honestly, I played Vioni a few weeks ago on Ace. Still pretty hard. I mean, I thought it was, but this is much more difficult because there's a lot of drills and it's much faster.
And then the ending is hilarious. It ends on 4 16th note weird offset thing, and then also the crowd noise is going on in the background, so you just have to play it completely visually, basically. I don't know. At least that's what Chris said. So I have not got to play that one yet. I have not unlocked it.
There's another 17. Aside from the DDR one, which is Voltissimo, and that's from Sound Voltex, and it's
Voltissimo? Voltissimo?
Voltissimo.
Voltissimo.
And it's dope. It's got how fast is it?
225.
Yeah, so it has a really long drill at the end, which is what the only part of the song anybody's been talking about is the end. So
yeah, the rest of the song even for a 17 is pretty easy. I wonder if this will be a new 17. I don't know. I'll have to ask some kind of up and coming players to see. It might be one of the easiest 17s to pass.
Really?
Probably.
Because the rest of the song is it's fast, but there's nothing particularly difficult about it.
It's Triple Journey. or triple counter rather.
Yeah, but
if
it's even easier than that because there's no like step
I know, I'm
jumps, there's
saying,
no crossovers.
Yeah, it feels like triple counter and like aesthetic, but it's like triple counter has way harder steps.
Yeah,
Like way
the
harder
patterns,
steps.
yeah, for sure. And then but I feel like you could just like BS through the drill at the end
Totally.
and still pass.
Yeah.
So I don't know. If you're trying to look for 17s to pass, that might be one of them. I don't know. Give it a try. Let me know. I could be completely wrong. It could
Give
be
it a try after you put all this effort into unlocking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be very difficult. I don't know. And then from Guitaror, we got 6-string proof.
Yeah, it's like a rock song.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
It's cool.
It's got some like 24th like little bursts.
Yeah, Chris MFC'd it already.
And yeah, he also MFC Black Jackal.
He sure did.
Yeah, I think he MFC'd 6-string proof after like 3 plays or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, Chris. Yeah, it's
that guy.
It's pretty cool. It sort of reminds me of like Chronos a little bit.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's like a rock Chronos because it's pretty slow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. I like this crossover event because like all these songs are totally different genres from each of these games.
Yeah,
and they're like
true.
totally different BPMs, totally different styles, totally different like step styles. It's just a lot of like variety. I like it.
I would actually say that the one from you beat, Toy Boxer, it's a 16. I would say that one is very close to Black Jackal. I think they probably have the same step author because they're very, very, very like
stylistically.
They're structured pretty similarly. Where it's like a lot of the 8th note streams with like 16th bursts and like some foot switch stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe Toy Boxer doesn't have foot switches, but it feels like very structured, kind of like very complete.
Yeah,
I don't really know how to describe
cohesive.
That. Cohesive, yeah.
Yeah, it has some interesting crossover patterns and stuff. It's really fun.
Really fun song. I think it's like about 190.
It's 190. Yeah.
It's like it's almost like Toy Box Factory sounding, kind of like that cartoony aesthetic. It's really it's cool.
Yeah,
cool song.
Poppin has "Oh My Lovely" or "Oh My Lovely Sweetie Darling." And that's a 15. Did you guys play that?
I haven't played it yet.
No, I haven't. Actually,
I
think this is the only one that I haven't even seen.
Yeah, same.
Because I after I watched a couple of these, I was like, you know what? I want to sight read these. So I haven't actually seen this one yet. I'm kind of curious. It's by Pawn, I guess. I mean, Pawn does a lot of stuff for Popman. So, and I'm a Pawn.
Yeah, I'm kind of a Pawn fan too.
I'm a Pawn liker, as a lot of people are not, but. I'll take Pawn over June any day, which might be a hot take, but that's just me.
Yeah, I can't agree with that one, but I kind of see where you're coming from, maybe.
I don't like either of them, so there you go.
Yeah, and then and then last week I have the song from Nostalgia.
Yeah, this one was racking my brain last night. I saw that the world record is 11 perfects, and I really wanted to SDE it because it's a 14. SDP, rather. Wrong game. Been playing officials, folks. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, it's really fast, and it's all swing, and...
It's not all swing.
Well, actually, yeah, that's kind of the tricky part, is like, there's a lot of like, sections where there's 8th notes interspersed with the 12th notes, and they catch you off guard. The syncing feels like slightly early. I actually still can't tell. I played it like 10 times.
It's hard to tell because of I think how the song is like sort of piano-y.
Has some little like drills like dum ba da dum bum 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 ba da dum bum.
It's really fun though.
Really fun. I love it.
If you haven't really unlocked any of these songs yet, I would say like maybe go for this one first.
We should do that. We should give like an order, like a
recommended order of unlocking
in terms of like what you find fun.
I can tell you the order that I did unlock stuff in so far. I did Black Jackal, Voltissimo, and Toy Boxer because I heard a lot of people saying good things about Toy Boxer.
Yeah,
and that was one that I sight read as well. Yeah, and I think those were the only ones that I. Oh, and then I unlocked After Image.
Nice.
This nostalgia one, After Image d'Automne.
I like that list. That's my list too. Sorry, Roger.
No, it's fine. I don't have a list because I haven't done any of them.
Yeah. I mean, it just kind of depends what you're going for. You know, if you want to play hard stuff.
I think I'll probably
the 17.
do pretty much the same thing you guys did.
Yeah.
Black Jackal's my number one.
I think I might save 6-string. I mean, I was playing like the songs with other people. Like I didn't have 6-string proof unlocked, but I played it with Sarah. And the nostalgia one, I don't think I had it unlocked yet until after my session. But yeah, no, I mean they're just all really good. It kind of gives me hope for sort of the future of A20. Like there's not really been a stinker so far, you know?
Yeah.
Like everything's.
I don't think there's anything that I don't like.
The chart for clarity.
Yeah, actually,
Stinker.
and the sync for clarity,
Stinker.
and the sync for
It's
No
a
Tears
sink.
Left to
It's a
Cry.
sinker.
The sync for clarity is the worst synced song in A20 by like a mile, I think.
Yeah,
Is it as
it's
bad
just
as,
so disappointing?
It's like tribe level bad.
Is it worse than the Walk the Moon song, the Shut Up and Dance from Ace?
It's worse, I think.
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to tell because I think clarity is a little bit easier.
I still
And
actually
stepwise?
have not played it.
Which is also a
Yeah.
problem. I don't know if we mentioned that.
Yeah, it's at
Yeah,
9.
I think we did.
Why did they do that? I
don't know
know
if you-
why. It's because they wanted to make it accessible because
Yeah.
it was a popular.
Yeah.
God,
song.
I heard Spectrum the other day when I was like out eating. Like Spectrum was also by Zed was
Yeah.
getting played on the radio. I was like, man, why didn't they pick this one instead? It's because it wasn't as big of a radio hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
anyway,
mean, clarity's really good, but
Yeah.
it's they kind of biffed it.
yeah. So anyway,
It's a great verb.
that's kind of the whole event thing.
There's more.
Well, yeah.
More events. There was a ranking event that just ended.
Yeah, you basically, it was kind of
Today.
weird. Like Chris didn't even know about it for a while. He's like, like somebody posted a screenshot of like the leaderboard. He's like, wait, what is that? Yeah, it was basically like you played the 20th anniversary,
Right.
like Show Me Your Moves, Chaos Terror Attack, Possession 20th, like the remixes.
The 20th Annie songs.
Yeah, you like play those in a special folder, but it's in the DDR selection folder.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to go to DDR selection and then the ranking thing, which is really weird. Like you would think it'd be under events. I don't know. It was in a very strange place. And it displays your score with EX score, which is kind of cool. But yeah, Chris played it over the past couple days and won by like 100 EX. Because it just combined.
Those Chris things.
It combined your total EX over the course of like those 5 songs, including like Max 360 Challenge. Yeah, but it's kind of weird. They like announced this and there's like a leaderboard, but they didn't say if there's any incentive or like any like reward or anything.
Right.
I don't know. It was sort of strange. And
Yeah, I wish they would have made more noise about it.
Yeah,
Right.
or it had to go on longer because like you also had to like unlock the challenge charts in order to like play them for this event,
Yeah.
which like that takes a long time too. So I don't know. Yeah, and then there was a new Golden League song. Like right after that event, they announced the new Golden League, which just started today or yesterday, I guess.
Yeah. The album art is fantastic.
It's pretty cool looking.
It's so cool looking. They have they have really just a really talented team working on A20. I think it's just like everything from the sound design, the motion design
It's
is like so
somehow
cool.
like as great as like Ace was,
Awesome.
like A20 is like even better.
it's
which, like,
insane.
Is uncommon for like DDR because like normally
Yeah.
you get one good mix and then you get like
There's
one.
gonna be a garbage.
See
one right after.
Supernova to like now.
Yeah, it's like you just never know, but
It's crazy.
It's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's called Rampage Hero by DJ Shimomura. I can't think of any other. I'm sure there are, but do you guys know of any other
There's
DJ?
one more DJ Shimomura song that's in Ace 2O.
Yeah, which
Get
one
on
is
the
it?
floor.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And that was unusual because
11?
normally he's like a hardcore producer.
Yeah.
And that song was like
It's like breaks.
it's kind of like a more of like a sort of housey but
Yeah, I mean it's cool.
faster.
It's a cool
Yeah.
It's really
song,
cool. I like it a
Yeah.
lot.
but yeah, it's like an 11 or something.
Get on the floor.
It's an 11. it
Get
should be a
on the
12.
floor.
It should be a 12.
Yeah, it is.
Get on the...
A lot of the ratings seem a little bit.
Yeah, there's
Off.
a lot of songs like Skywalking. I
Oh
play
my
that and
God.
I'm like, you're telling me this is a 14?
There's no way that's
I
a
can
14.
barely do
That's
this,
definitely a 15.
you know?
Yeah.
You told me the song's a 14. Yeah.
Black Jackal is like a solid like 14.8, 14.7.
Yeah, I saw the chart. I was like,
It's not. Yeah.
I know why you made it a 15 because it's cool,
Yeah.
and 15 is like the part where it becomes cool,
Sure.
but it's a 14.
Yeah. So he also has Feel the Beat, Overload, Frontier, and Blaze It Up from
Blaze It Up is an amazing song.
from 2DX. Oh, and Get Ready and Believe in You are all from 2DX. So yeah, get on the floor.
Highly recommend pausing the podcast in SoundCloud right now, opening up a new tab,
Don't tell people to do this.
type Blaze It Up, and just look at the Google results, and maybe one of them is a DJ Shimamura song.
Yeah, it's from Pendule. all of these genres in 2DX are listed as hardcore rave.
Yeah.
Every song.
Like Roger said, I think Get on the Floor
interesting.
was like really not expected.
Yeah. So I don't know. What do you get? What difficulty do we think? 16
For what? I'm sorry.
for
For the
For-
Golden League song,
yeah,
Rampage Hero.
for the new one.
I hope.
Yeah.
I think that's like for me, I think that's the most fun difficulty range in DDR.
They've all been around that range, right? All the Golden League
Definitely.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
New Era is a 17.
Avengers 17.
Avengers is 17.
And then there was like Give Me.
The World Ends Now, I think, is my favorite song in DDR history. Like it's like to play and to listen to. Like it's
So for someone who
it's
hasn't
so
actually done
sick.
any Golden League stuff at all,
Yeah.
am I like not able to get those songs
No,
anymore?
you
are.
can. Like they it's kind of like the old extra stage thing where like they shift down each
Mhm.
time.
Yeah.
So like you just won't get the most recent stuff because you
This
can
one.
you can only move
Right.
you can only move up one rank
Mhm.
see.
per like Golden League period. So
I
like
see.
your first one you'll be bronze just by playing, I think.
I believe
Or-
you start bronze and then you can get promoted to silver.
Yeah, or I don't know.
I could be wrong.
yeah, I don't
actually.
remember
It's
Yeah,
been a
if
I'm
I-
while.
silver right now.
Okay.
Oh,
even though-
you're fine.
Yeah, so if you're silver,
You're
then
fine.
you'll have access to like Avenger and
New
New Era
Era.
and Give Me like
Give
all,
Me,
they all
yeah.
like move down one rank like
Okay.
as they add new stuff. So you'll
exactly.
just be a little bit behind, but then like once you hit gold, as long as you like retain gold each time, like you still have to like you can get demoted. So
Yeah.
like you still have to stay within
Yeah, I
the
saw some guy get demoted last night, and I was like, man, that's kind of harsh. Like, they just tell you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like right there.
You're not being capitalistic enough.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, you still have to get. I mean, it seems like each time it's like 50,000 EX or something to stay gold,
I think it's
somewhere
pretty
around
safe,
there, which
yeah.
is like not that bad. Like just play.
I get 50,000 EX while I'm asleep. Playing 11 footers.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, looking forward to that. What else are you guys looking forward to, or like what kinds of songs, what kind of charts are you looking forward to in A20? You think?
I love the recent direction they've been going in with like straightforward, like amiable 16s. Because I think it's just like my biggest gripe with tournaments of the past like year or so has been just like the lack of importance of like 15s ish, that range of like basically 14 to 16s in like the top 8 situation,
Yeah.
because literally no one is MFCing like a 14 or above in tournaments. Like Steven has Romancing Layer, which was super sick. And like I got Awake a 10 on a warm up. Like
Yeah.
MFCs happen in tournaments, but like they're so rare, it's ridiculous. So I think that the fact that we're going to start having this pool of songs that are like appeal to players like myself, Roger, who are like want this kind of like quote unquote easier content to MA.
Yeah.
This is our skill set, right? Like like Dalton's skill set is like technical play, like
and like hard stuff.
yeah, like between the three of us, he was like the first by a long shot, the first to PFC like Idola Challenge, right? And like he craves that content, I think.
Yeah.
And like we like.
I mean, I really like I think I mean, and I'm leaning more towards 17s now, but I think 16 is like my ideal difficulty. But yeah, I mean, between like Toy Boxer, which is 190 BPM, and The World Ends Now, which is 200, and they're both like 16s with no BPM changes, and they're like pretty straightforward charts.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Because I look at that and it makes me want to play 16s, right? Like
Yeah, rather than like, oh, I don't
like
want to.
Tokyo Evolve Part 2 or something,
right.
which I do not want to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's good. I like it just because it makes the game more fun to me.
Yeah.
And I think that there's, if it's making it more fun to me, it's making it more fun to everyone else too, which is great. I'm interested to see obviously more of that because that's what I want, but also it seems like they've leveled up their chart making abilities recently.
I agree.
And I really want to see what they start doing with hard songs.
Like 18s and 19s.
Yeah, like 18s and 19s. I'm assuming we'll see new 18s relatively soon. 19s maybe not, and they have to make a 20 because it's Ace 2-0, right? They have to make a 20 soon.
I mean, I hope so.
What is that going to be like?
Yeah.
And it's probably going to be like the Endymion of Ace 2-0, I would assume.
Yeah, maybe like a year from now,
So
like
next year.
like a big event, unlock event sort of thing with like this final boss type song. Yeah, I could see that. I'm scared.
It's been a long time.
Endymion, Endymion is
They're
still...
going to re-rate it. I 100% guarantee you when the first 20 comes out, they're going to retroactively re-rate Endymion to a 20.
Really?
There's no way it's going to stay at 19.
You think?
I mean, I think they would do that maybe in the version after Ace 2-0.
Yes, sure.
Because I think
but it's going to happen.
So in like 5 years.
That they'll look at the average score for Endymion
I mean,
compared to all the other 19s and be like
for some reason they're bad at this. I don't
Yeah.
know why they're so bad at this.
it's got to be, I haven't looked at the data, but it's got to be an entire letter grade lower on
yeah,
average.
it's probably 100K
It's got to be 100K.
average.
There's no way it's not 100K.
or more. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's kind of impossible.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I have like a 805K or something on Endymion challenge on max 360, like my first round, the gold cab, with a low speed mod. Like, didn't even know how the slowdown goes. I got like a 942 or something, or like
Dude,
a 946.
I'm telling you.
And it's like,
I'm telling you, it's a 20. Yeah, same
I mean,
same thing here.
granted, max 360 is like on the lower end of 19s.
But dude, same thing here. Like, it's not an anecdote if like
the data supports
we're
it.
all like literally every player is like, I have a 831 I think on Endymion, and first play on a gold cab with that up arrow with like no speed mod, I got like 930 on max 360. So it's like
I haven't cleared
100K
it yet. I'm exposing myself on this
Dude,
podcast, and
it's hard.
The other 19s, I can play them, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna clear this.
It's like I kind of know what I'm doing.
Like, I know
Endymion's so hard.
how to do it, right? Like even OTP, where it's like you're turning all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, I still know how to do it.
Sure.
But with Endymion,
you just
there's
have to
parts of it where like I'm pretty sure I couldn't move my body like that.
It's really hard.
You know?
without
Very
breaking
hard.
something. Anyway, I definitely want to see more 18s. I kind of want to, I've mentioned it before, but I want to see more 18s like Prey. Sort of more
For sure.
straightforward things that like challenge a specific skill set, like foot speed. Man, if they do a challenge chart for Voltissimo, where instead of a drill at the end, it's like a 225 run.
That'd be kind of hype.
I mean, that's as fast as max period, right? Is that
I believe
220
max period is
220?
faster.
I think it's 225.
Yeah, I think it's 225.
Is it? Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
it's 12th at.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it'd be as fast as max
I
period.
forgot there were 12ths.
Still, that run in max period, it would be nice to have something else that you could practice that.
actually read.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm excited to see. I just want to see what they're gonna do. Just there's like obviously a bunch of crazy
good
stuff
answer.
they could do.
It's a good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think if there's nothing else, we can call it there. Any events we should talk about?
Well, we got our taps of the week,
Oh.
which we did not discuss ahead of time. But can you just think of an A20 song?
I think I can.
I mean, yeah.
What do you? I mean, not one of these new unlocks. We don't want to make it too hard on people. But do you have any now that to celebrate A20 coming out to White Cabs? Sorry, Dave and Buster's people. Hopefully you will get the upgrade before the time our next episode comes out.
So I know that the first time we did it, I think it was maybe 2 episodes ago, we did our first A20 songs, or was it last week?
Two or three.
Last episode.
I don't remember what I chose.
I think it was whenever.
I chose Cross, the Teddy Lloyd song, which is super sick. So in lieu of me, because like that's a really sick song, but my favorite song is Fashion, so I didn't pick it that time. I'm gonna pick it this time.
Good.
So that's
good,
my pick.
Good choice.
Banger of a 14 by one of my favorite producers of all time. And I just found out through Chaos that Gate 1 is in Waka, a new rhythm game.
Oh yeah.
And that song is A++, just like fashion. So
Yeah.
now I want to go play Waka.
Waka, for those of you who don't know, is a Sega game, right?
Is it?
So
I have no idea.
It's made by this company that's actually called Marvelous,
Huh.
and the top rated judgment in this game is called Marvelous.
Ah,
So
that's cute. Our previous set, by the way, for the gold caps was Cross, Blaster, The Light, and Cartoon Heroes 20th anniversary.
nice.
Oh my God! Wait, before you say your taps out of the taps of the week song, we forgot to talk about one thing, which I just found out today through Discord.
What?
We have access to non-stop courses.
Oh yeah, I saw.
Oh wow.
Yeah, on A20,
Oh,
but
we
not
don't have
Kaiden,
Dawn courses.
We don't have Dawn courses, which is the class system, which is the ranking system.
because that's gold cap exclusive. But we have courses.
Stage 1, I believe it's only premium play. Don't quote me on that.
I'm
pretty sure.
yeah, because it's 4 songs. So like otherwise
Hell yeah.
we would have had it on
So
gold
premium
cap.
play, you want to go to the sort and then go select by course, and you can play nonstop. Which that's all I'm gonna do when I go play tomorrow or Friday.
Yeah, I forgot
whatever.
about that.
Yeah, I totally forgot. So thank you, shouts to the DDR community at large for
Letting you in on
just
that.
keeping us in the loop. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Chaos John post a screenshot of one of
Awesome.
them, like called 20.
I can't wait to play
The
those.
banners are so weird. They're so wide. I don't know why they did it like that. It's really strange. Like on the results screen, it's just like this super, super wide
Mm-hmm.
sort of thing. I don't know. Maybe to just like really set it off from other stuff. But for my song, so you picked fashion. Oh, I think I'll do Helios, by Zach,
Cool.
which is a 15, and it's
It's a little tricky.
pretty tricky. It's got some holds there at the end that may kind of throw you off.
You got to hold them. Don't not hold them, like I've been doing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty cool 15 though. It's fairly interesting, and it's cool to see another Zach song other than Trip Machine Zach Nanoglide. I mean that's another cool thing too. Is that
Which
now?
is now tournament legal.
Yeah, so people have to learn that 16 now.
No.
Speaking
I
of
can't believe I have to play that now.
speaking of 16s,
Every time I went to Japan, I'd see that. I'd be like, oh, I'll try this. Oh God.
I'm never gonna veto it ever.
And I'm like, okay.
yeah, that sure is a song. What about you, Roger?
I'm gonna choose "Get on the Floor," which we talked about just a few minutes ago, maybe.
I mean,
And,
technically seconds also.
Yeah, that's true. And it's like a 140
That's just so
BPM, sort of like fast house. It's got the M1 piano that we all know and love, and it's just great. Got great chords. DJ Shimomura song. Play it.
Cool. Do we want to? Is there anybody got any ideas for an extra stage now that we have extra stage available?
Honestly, like it's gonna be really hard to get extra stage every time. So I guess you could play it every other set. So sure.
How
How about one of the unlocks?
Yeah. What's our favorite of the unlocks? Afterimage?
It's gotta be Black Jackal.
Yeah, Black Jackal.
It's gotta be Black
Just play
Jackal.
Black Jackal. That's it.
Just give more credit to Akira Complex.
Yeah,
It's just gotta be Black Jackal.
totally. Yeah, so
Song is so
Black
good.
Jackal is your extra stage there if you have that unlocked. That'll give you a reason to unlock it first. Yeah.
Shout outs to at MLJesus on Twitter for photoshopping a really funny image of Chris
Oh yeah.
in the Black Jackal
Chris
album
Yank's
art
face
after
into
his MFC. Super,
Yeah.
super good.
That was very good.
Love DDR Twitter. It's fun times.
Yeah, if you don't have a Twitter account, like get on Twitter.
And
There,
the
there's-
first thing you should do is follow us at SF_evolved.
yeah. And just
and then have fun.
Look at our followers list and follow all those people. We're almost...
Follow me, fave and retweet all my tweets.
Yeah, what shenanigans have you been getting up to lately, Roger? Have you done another food review video?
Not yet. I'm gonna do some programming videos coming up soon.
Oh right,
I have a YouTube channel now. If anyone wants to watch my YouTube, I'm Roger Clark Online on YouTube.
Computer user Roger Clark. Oh yeah, you went to Denver. How was that?
I did go to Denver. I should talk about that a little bit. It was the DDR scene there is really cool. I met John, aka Dream Eat, and Mark. Mark, I don't want to like reveal his last name for security reasons or whatever, but he seems like he's the best player in Denver or the best player in Colorado.
Cool.
He seems to be about on Dalton's level, maybe a little bit better. I don't know. But
Okay,
it's hard to say. Yeah, I think he's maybe not better than you, but I think he might play more than you because
so that makes him better.
He has.
I mean, like literally
a decent number of MFCs, and
he has 8 on Monkey Business Challenge.
What?
Yeah.
While I was there, he got 3 on Paranoid Revolution Expert,
Jesus.
which is like, that's pretty good.
That's respectable.
I was like, okay,
sure.
This guy just randomly gets this score. That's very
He's
impressive.
really good.
And yeah, I think that the Denver community seems very welcoming, and I'm excited to see what happens there. It seems like their scene's kind of like booting up a bit, which is really cool. There's actually a Colorado Rhythm Games Discord, and I'll link that in the show notes. I'll give Dalton the link.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if everybody's just like a beast there because they're used to training in that
the high altitude.
Mile high altitude.
Yeah.
It is pretty crazy,
Do you actually feel it? Like, can you feel kind of a difference?
Everyone asked me if I did. I couldn't, but I was on this really weird breathing thing. I read this book about breathing last month, and I was like, okay, well, this book was about how to simulate high altitude like breathing, and it's like you should always breathe through your nose all the time. So I started doing that in preparation for going to Denver, and maybe it was placebo effect or something. But
so you just acclimated yourself beforehand?
I think, but honestly, it's not like I was playing 18-footers the whole time, so I was, who knows?
It helped with those 11s.
It helped me PFC Sakura.
I've never done that.
Same.
Pro trivia. Of all the songs
that you would think that Omid would have PFC'd.
In my entire life, I've never PFC'd or AAA'd back in Extreme Sakura.
Yeah.
It's so hard. It's so hard.
I literally got PSMO, Max Unlimited, Legend of Max, Max 300. What are all the boss songs from that era?
Bag.
That's it, right? Bag. Just Sakura.
It's impossible.
Just Sakura.
Just that one note, and then if I get the one note, I get to the end. I get some grades.
Exactly.
Anyway, so we got some events. Project Idola 2.0 is going on right now. September 16th through November 10th is an online tournament. There's like 5 different divisions of like 3 different songs each, and you can. They're all named after songs that are named after animals. There's like hyena and heron. And I don't recall the other ones off the top of my head. Albatross.
Orca.
Yeah. So there's sort of the different like levels there. So you can kind of play whatever you want. There's Queens of the Quad 2019 is a ITG tournament, girls tournament. Going to be September 23rd, so it already started, through November 3rd. So check that out. Beast in the East 4 is coming up October 4th through the 6th. That is in Hampton, Virginia. And Game Underground Arcade Championship 4, Guac, God, I love that name, is in Waltham, Massachusetts. I believe Valkyrie Dimension's also going on right now. Check that out at ValkyrieDimension.com, I think is their website.
Yeah, is.
And the Twitter account. There's just all sorts of stuff.
I believe it's Valkyrie DDR for
there's
the Twitter.
Fresno Frenzy 4 in Fresno, California on November 16th and November 17th. And that's just a couple months away.
And we got the Premier Southeast Michigan Open, PSMO, November 23rd at Great Lakes Crossing in Auburn Hills, Michigan. And then, carrying us through the end of the year is...
We got a ton of stuff coming up next year.
Is Raj, yeah.
There's also
Raj at the Garage.
There's one more remote tournament. Black Flag Academy is doing their kind of
prom
themed.
Yeah, so check out Black Flag Academy.
Yeah.
On Twitter also. Just get on Twitter, man. That's where you can find out about all this, and at ddrcommunity.com, which is what we're just looking at right now on our phones to read off these events. So you can just go to ddrcommunity.com. Great site by 9volt.
Yeah.
David.
Thank you, 9volt. Yeah,
does
for
a
keeping
lot
that
of
active.
does a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I mean,
one day we'll have him on here. We keep talking about it.
Yeah.
It's like he's on the East Coast, so it's late, and he has a real job, so he can't. Can't stay up.
Not one of those fake tech jobs.
Yeah. But I mean, just if you ever have any questions about like what's going on, like even the events, like the in-game events for DDR and stuff, like he does like breakdowns of charts and stuff there and like how all this stuff works. You might as well just like read that instead of listening to this.
Just do both. And then make your own content.
Just make content, start communities, just get people engaged, be welcoming. Have public DDR, Discords and stuff.
And tell us about it. It would be nice if we had a good way of just spamming everyone with all the local Discords.
Yeah, maybe we'll just make a thread.
Maybe.
Yeah, if you have a local, let's do that. If you have a local Discord for your DDR community,
we'll do that.
DM us on Twitter. At SF_evolved and send us a link to your Discord, and then we'll create a thread of all the local Discords so people can find them.
Yeah, if you'd rather DM us on Discord, you can see on Twitter, SF_evolved.
Mm-hmm.
Our Discord's pinned as our pinned tweet, so feel free to join up there.
And you can talk, and we'll listen.
Join the movement. So we got Discord. We post this podcast on SoundCloud. I don't know if you know that, but that's where it's originally posted. Then it gets pulled into
listen to it there right now.
It gets pulled into the internet and like dispersed out onto iTunes and other podcast things. I've been posting stuff. I've kind of been working backwards on YouTube. Some people prefer to listen on YouTube, I guess.
Yeah,
so.
I noticed that when we posted so Dalton posted one of the most recent ones, the Akira Complex episode, and people on YouTube were like, "Are you going to post the other one?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
so that there's other ones, but you don't want to use
sound
non-YouTube.
It's fine. I understand.
The other 10 ways of listening. Yeah, I mean, so maybe if you don't use a podcast app, you can just listen on SoundCloud.com/SFEvolved. They're on there. It's basically the same as YouTube, y'all.
YouTube's monthly actives for music is 1.1 billion. And Spotify's in the, I think, tens of millions or hundreds of millions.
Jeez.
It's insane.
YouTube is the place to be, man.
Yeah, YouTube is just a music app, which is insane.
Yeah. Basically. Speaking of music, our intro and outro music is now by Akira Complex.
Yeah, it's the Infinity Stage 2019 theme.
Yeah.
Very cool, and props. This is...
Yeah, he hit 10,000 after the last episode. He hit 10,000 followers on his SoundCloud with 1 million total plays of his songs.
Well deserved.
So congrats on that.
Amazing producer.
Hopefully he'll keep going up on that. So thanks to Akira Complex for that. And tell a friend about the podcast. Share it.
That's your homework.
Tell the people at the arcade to listen.
And if you have any suggestions for things that you want to hear us talk about or you don't want to hear us talk about, please let us know. I think that, we've been doing this podcast for a couple years now, and we come in here and we get into a routine, which is great because it helps us actually make something. But we need some input, I think.
Yeah.
So just let us know if you have any ideas.
Yeah, maybe we can do an audience question megamix part 3 episode next time of just audience questions. If there's not another crazy event with 30 new songs again.
What's your favorite arrow?
Not the up arrow, I'll tell you that.
Right, probably.
Yeah, it's the easiest one.
I think down for me.
Anyway. On that note, I think that'll do it for this week's episode of The Arrow Panel.
I just got that.
So thank you for listening, and
Thank you for playing.